In this video I'm going to be replacing the CV axle shaft on the passenger side of my 2003 Chevy Trailblazer with a 4.2 liter inline-six engine. Alright, to get started, what I'm going to do is pop the hubcap off. We've got a 35mm axle nut socket, and I'm going to loosen the axle nut before I get the truck off the ground, and I'm going to loosen the lug nuts. I've got the rear wheel chalked, and I even got the emergency brake on. Jack stand underneath it so we lift this thing up properly. I'll go ahead and take it all the way off. I got the jack stand under there. I'm going to remove the wheel. First thing I'm going to do is remove the caliper bolts and remove the caliper. This caliper happened to be a 13mm. You may need to put an 18mm wrench right here on this little nut. That may help you loosen the caliper bolt. And I'm just going to pry the caliper off. Just going to set that aside for a second. Next, we've got these two 18mm bolts right here. You may need a breaker bar to get these off. All right, whoops. Okay, next we're going to take the brake rotor off. They put these nice bolt holes right here. If the rotor is stuck, you can thread a bolt in there and pry it, basically pry it off of the hub there. I'm going to go after these 10mm bolts and remove this harness to let the brake line loose. There's also this plastic clip here for the ABS wheel speed sensor. So we'll go ahead and get that out of here. And for good measure, unclip that just to get it out of the way.
Next, I'm going to remove this tie rod end ball stud nut off of the steering knuckle. It's a 21mm. The stud may be stuck in the knuckle, so you might have to hammer the side of the knuckle to kind of send a shock wave through there, and it should just pop out.
We're going to get this upper control arm off the ball joint. This is a 15mm bolt and nut. There we go. All right, now we're just going to go after. Here we go. We're going to want to support our caliper. I like to just move this over, and I use one of the edges of the caliper and I just stick it right here in that hole and just let it hang by itself right there like that. Just to kind of get this started, I'm going to lightly tap on the end of this axle. Okay, you can see that it's moving now. Now that that's loose in there, we've got to knock this out right here. Okay, I've got my pry bar under here. I'm just going to tap on the back side of this axle and drive it out. This is the reason why I'm replacing this anyway, because the boot is ripped open and all the grease came out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. I'm going to shove it up to the right and to the top. I'm just going to push back on the hub and get it out of the wheel hub. Okay. There's my hole right there that spilled all the grease out. Alright, I got my replacement. This one's off of my parts Trailblazer. I'm going to put it in the way I took it off. I'm going to throw this rear of the axle all the way up into this cavity up here, and then I'm going to turn in this way and fish it down into the wheel bearing there. Get that to slide in like that. Okay, there it goes. It slid all the way in. And then I'm going to bend the CV joint back. Get the gears lined up here and then push this in until it clicks and locks in place. Get that back into place and then push this all in until it clicks. There, it's clicked. Now I'm going to move my caliper back over where it belongs. Try not to kink my brake line. Set that right there. And now we can connect our upper control arm with the steering spindle. I'm going to get my 15mm wrench and socket. Alright, I'm going to put this bracket back. 10mm bolts back in place here. Wheel speed sensor wire goes back on. There. Okay, and then we'll just connect it right back here. Now we'll get our end link back in with our 21mm. Get that tightened down. Got our pin back in. Okay, now we're ready to put our brakes back on. Alright, before we put our brakes back on, I need to compress our caliper pistons so that I can get the caliper back on properly. After we get these brakes back on, so you want to pump the brakes a few times before you take off to go anywhere, so that the caliper pistons can seat back up against the brake pads. Alright, time to put the rotor back on. I like to put a lug nut on. It keeps that rotor from flopping like an NBA basketball player. You want to check, make sure your slide bolts move freely, and these do. So go ahead and put this dude back on. And go ahead and put the brake pads back in. Slide the caliper in. See this little nut right here kind of spins too. You may need to get a 18mm wrench and hold that tight, but it seems to be doing fine. Okay, I'm going to put my axle nut back on. It's going to get torqued to 103 foot-pounds, but we'll do that when the tire's back on and the truck's back on the ground. Alright, now that I've got all this back in, I'm going to go ahead and shoot some brake clean on here. Now we're ready for the tire. Alright, we've got all the lug nuts snug and our crossing pattern. So now we'll get the truck down off the jack stand, and we'll torque all these down and then torque the hub nut to 103 foot-pounds. Got it set for 103 foot-pounds. Okay. All right.